You're really sitting here mad that your eyebrow doesn't arch at a 95-degree angle and that it arches at 90 instead? Nobody cares. Okay, I just want to start off by saying I'm really feeling myself today. That doesn't matter at all for this video. That doesn't mean anything, but I'm really feeling this fit. Because, okay, I put my hair in these jank ass wannabe cornrows last night, and I was thinking I was going to do like some type of wannabe braided pigtails today. I don't know, but this, I unbraided it, and I was like, oh, I have to make this work. And it did. So, can we give me a round of applause for stretching out this blowout for like, what, 3 months now? I'm gonna wash my hair, don't worry. But anyways, I'm sorry. Irrelevant, but look at like even like my highlights in my hair matching my shirt and shit. Okay, so sorry. We're here to talk about serious stuff today. Okay, what's up YouTube? Welcome and or welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, you already know the vibes. You know what's good shit over here. You know we be talking that real talk. If this is your first time here, feel free to go through my channel, look through a couple of my videos, see if you like it before subscribing. But I feel like you'll probably enjoy yourself, so you might just want to click that button. I don't know, up to you. I'm not here to peer pressure. That's not what I love. That's not what I'm here about. Especially in the spirit of this video, I'm not gonna, you know, force myself onto you, but you just might like it, so you might want to catch a vibe and stay here. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm excited for today's video, for real. Yeah, like I don't know, let's just get into it. So today we're gonna be talking about how I feel like people don't know how to function outside of the context of other human beings. I'm gonna let y'all know right now that I do plan on saying a lot. I was scripting this for a minute. I honestly don't know if this is gonna be 30 minutes or an hour, but either way, get a bev, get your snacks, get some food, chill out, because we might be here for a minute and I'm about to say a lot of shit, so you might want to just get yourself comfy so you can take it all in. Do what you gotta do, because we're going in tonight. All right, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, anyways, yeah, I feel like every day something has me like, yo, what is wrong with people? Hold on, I'm gonna close my window because I don't want any background sounds. Give me a second. Baby, are you coming for the road? Because like respectfully, I just be confused and scared for people. I just be like, yo, what is going on? What are the thought processes behind a lot of these decisions that I be seeing people make? I'm like, you're really just not gonna think for yourself. You're just gonna blindly disagree with, okay, I mean, like, do you, but I don't know, it's just weird. I've said this like 700,000 times before on my channel already. That's capped. But I'm gonna keep saying it again. I really think we as a society need to start doing more self-work. We gotta start doing that inner working so that we can get to a point where we can think for ourselves and it's not such a task. Because a lot of individuality and being able to think for yourself and that freedom of your own mind comes from the self-work. We gotta start doing all that self shit. We just have to. And then whatever you are discovering when you're doing all that self-inner work, we need to start applying it to our real lives. Because what's the point of discovering all this stuff about yourself or looking in and figuring out blah 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 and then not actually using it to help you in life if you're just gonna be like, oh well, throw that away, pretend that didn't happen, I'm gonna go back to being the way I was before. That's not helpful. We gotta start doing the work and applying it to our life, because when you start to really invest that time into yourself, that's when you discover the stuff that you like, the stuff that doesn't resonate with you anymore, the stuff that is from you and what is just society's voice. And that's when you're able to really distinguish the difference between the two, and you can have a good head on your shoulders and be able to be strong in your own decisions. You're also gonna rely less on external validation, which is always the goal in my opinion. I don't think anybody likes the idea of feeling like they need to be validated by society or like they want to be, I mean, everyone wants to be appreciated. We're all human. We all want to be accepted, and like human nature, we need other people to make us feel whole, you know, connections, all that stuff. But again, it's just when you start losing yourself, that's where the issue is. And I'm like, all right, we gotta reel it in. So in this video, I'm gonna try to talk about that, get into it, and we'll just, yeah, let's just see where this is. Okay, let's just get into it. So I'm trying to be more organized lately, so I did break this off into sections. So we're gonna go ahead and start off talking about what got me so passionately ready to get into this video in the first place. So the concept of trends in general, honestly, is what really got me here. I don't know, I was just thinking about it and like, well, specifically, it was one thing that really got me tight. It was this recent TikTok trend. I think it's already done. You know, TikTok, that's how it is. Every 2 days, it's something new. But it was these comments. What the fuck was it? Crop and story time. It was like crop question mark or like story time question mark, and I don't know, I really don't know why the fuck it triggered me so much, but I was ranting for like a whole day like, yo, why are people like this? Why are people so stupid? Like, why I was just mad. I was like, why every TikTok I was scrolling through that day, like, literally, I tell you, I saw at least 50 comments, crop, 50 comments, story time. And here's my thing too. It's like, I feel like such a boomer, or like just the old lady complaining about this, but it's ironic because those comments were making fun of other comments. I usually say that because usually on other videos, like, I don't know, someone says something, they'll be like, oh, story time, as in fill us in on the rest of what happened, or crop the video so people can use it or something for other purposes. I think that just means without the captions. I'm not sure. I don't speak TikTok. But something like that. I get it was ironic because they're trying to make fun of people who do that, but you guys are really doing the same thing. It's one thing if I saw 2 comments of like one person says story time, one person said crop, and then like it gets mad likes, but like you don't need 25 people commenting the same shit. And by 25 people I mean literally like 700. I should not go in the comments and see 17 fucking million different people saying the same thing. Like, it's weird. All right, we got it. I got it the first 10 comments. It was just really getting me tight, okay? It was frustrating the fuck out of me. And again, I don't know why I was so fired up, but it was irritating me. But whatever. Anyways, that was essentially a harmless trend, right? That didn't really cause any damage. But my problem is, what about when it does become problematic, or when there are other trends that people are just hopping on just for the sake of everyone else is doing it? Like, for example, buying random products off of TikTok. The amount of times I've heard TikTok made me buy it is literally absurd. And again, it seems like such a small thing. You could be like, oh, why are you in people's pockets? Mind your business. It's not your money. Why are you upset? And valid. That's true. But hear me out. People buying random products off of TikTok doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect most people if it's little small things, whatever. But it's the fact that this type of mindset is very evident in other areas of life that are much more, you know, problematic or like actually serious. And that's where I'm like, all right, like it starts with the small things. It might just be a TikTok trend here, whatever. Doesn't hurt anyone. But these types of thought processes and mentalities, again, they trail into different major issues in life and society. Buying some random spork knife that you saw an ad for on TikTok doesn't affect my life. It doesn't affect yours. But what about if you're down to like your last bit of money and then you have to go buy it because you saw a TikTok about it? And here's the thing, I'm not a money driven person. I'm not like spend your money wisely, you have to do this with your money, use it resourcefully, blah blah blah. Honestly, I have a very interesting love-hate relationship with money. I realize I need it, but I also am like, fuck it, it'll come back. So it's not coming from a place of be responsible with your money. This is coming from a place of do what you need to do with your money and don't let other people affect what you do and control or dictate or heavily influence what you're gonna do with it. Because I've been down bad. I'm talking negative, can't even pay my shit at the Shaw's line, have to be like, ooh, okay, looking slow. So I promise you, it's not coming from a money, strict Virgo type of mentality, you know what I mean? But it's genuinely, again, just being control of yourself. I don't care if that's Starbucks every day, if that's buying manga, if that's stocks, if that's saving for a house, if it's special lettuce, or fucking collecting those fork knives, whatever the fuck. It's just use it the way you want to use it, the way you feel it's best for you, the way you need to use it. If that's what you love, go for it, genuinely. Just don't let TikTok have such an influence on you to the point where they're the ones in charge of what you're doing with your money, what you're doing with your life, what you're doing with A, B, C, X, Y, Z, etc. Like, this is in 7th grade, bro. You should not be feeling the need to impress everyone at your big age. Come on now, like, be in charge of yourself. You have to start thinking. Again, I understand we want to fit in. We don't want to be the odd one out unless you're an Aquarius. I'm playing. But to what extent? To the point where you're gonna lose yourself? No, that's not necessary. And I have to say that I also recognize that even though I'm saying this, no one is completely able to avoid influence. No one is gonna be like, oh, fuck everything 100%. I do my own thing. March to the beat of my own drum. Sorry. Anyway, no one's gonna be 100% uninfluenced unless you're on some like super like detached shit and like you're out in your whole other spiritual plane, you're not even here no more. That's a different thing. But we're not even trying to get that far. I'm not trying to get that far with it. Bottom line, no one's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be super unique and do my whole thing and detach, blah blah. I truly believe that almost every thought that comes through, no matter how unique it seems, has probably been thought of by someone else. Maybe you're just the first one to say it out loud or to say it to someone else. Maybe you're just the only one who got clout for it. It happens. I don't know. I feel like it's a little narcissistic to think that you're the only one who can think your own way and you're so never before seen. And that's fine, because that's not the goal. I'm not saying that we all need to just detach from the world and just find our inner chill peaceful vibes. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying let's try to be more mindful, because let's be honest, even if you were to, let's say, like, detach from social media, you still got family around you, you still have friends, you still have some type of media coming in probably, or just the people you see on the street. There's always influence coming in from left and right all around you. It's kind of unavoidable. Unless you literally go live and isolate yourself in the woods, you're probably getting influenced in literally every waking moment of your life. Even as you're watching this video right now with me in it, you're watching me and you're being influenced a little bit. Well, that's the goal, at least. I mean, like, you're catching me in 4K, like I'm talking to you. I know you're like, ah, she got that. She definitely got that. I do got that. I know. Influence. It's all around. You can't avoid it. And again, I'm not trying to make influence sound like a bad thing. Like, it can be a very good thing. I have many people in my life, direct friends or family or celebrities I look up to that are genuinely positive influences on me. Influence is fine. My whole thing is always, like, when it comes to most things, it's about healthy balance. Knowing when to draw the line between, am I being influenced by this person, or am I solely relying my next step or basing every next move off of insert whatever you're obsessed with this week or whoever you're obsessed with this week, what they're gonna do or what they're saying I should do. You know what I mean? That being said, again, this buying products off of TikTok is a minor thing in the grand scheme of things, but this issue is so much more like significant, detrimental in other areas like beauty. So I've already started drafting another video about insecurities and beauty in general, stuff like that. So I'm not gonna get too into it. Stay tuned for that. But I do want to touch upon a couple things. Let's start with the biggest phenomenon that's been taking over the world like the past, few years or so? I don't even know. The infamous BBL. First of all, I'm so glad I could sneak this into this video because there are so many videos out there about this, so I didn't want to make a whole thing about it. So many great videos talking about the epidemic. I'll put these in here around me or whatever. Watch those. They're mad informational, mad helpful. But bro, when I tell you I cannot believe how big of a trend this is, or the fact that it's even a trend in the first place, I'm like, how? Like, genuinely, how? Putting yourself through so much physical pain and torture because this is a trend and this is the ideal body type this decade. Like I said, many people have gone so in depth about this, so please watch those because fire. But yeah, while I do believe there are some legit, genuinely sympathizable reasons for wanting to get the BBL or just feeling the need to alter your body to that degree for external validation, whether from yourself or from others, again, I truly believe that when you do that inner work and you dig deep and you think about shit on like a just less surface level, I feel like a lot of these needs or desires to change so dramatically wouldn't be this extreme or this necessary in your life, you know what I mean? Or at least would make you heavily reconsider. I'm not saying that all plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery is completely unnecessary or trash or bad or whatever, but my question to you is, why do you want to do it? Is it for partners that you're trying to attract? Is it for yourself? And if you say yourself, again, I need you to really think deep. Why do you feel like yourself wants this change? Now, you probably answered because you want to make yourself feel more confident, whatever, right? Okay, valid. But why is getting this body altering surgery going to make you feel more confident? Is it because genuinely from the bottom of your heart you feel like slim noses are prettier or make you more happy? Or is it because you're getting subliminal messages from everything around you, everyone around you, saying that that is a desirable type of nose to have? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm challenging you to really just dig deeper and think. And again, this why? If anything, after this video, I just want you to just remember to ask yourself why. I don't care what the question is, what the situation is, just ask why. Why am I doing this? Why do I want this? Why? Blah, blah, blah. Please challenge yourself. And if after rounds of questioning yourself and bonding with yourself and all that stuff, you still want that rhinoplasty, then go off and do that, king or queen. Do what you gotta do. Make yourself happy. But again, as long as you really thought about it and you thought why, and you weren't doing it because they're telling you to, or because they're saying it's the right thing to do, or because it's popular, blah, blah, blah. Or even smaller things like shaving. Do you want to shave because you like the feeling of smooth skin and you don't want that hair? Or are you shaving because ew, you're supposed to shave as the woman and da or whatever, you know what I mean? Just why just don't let other people tell you that you're not beautiful the way you are and that you have to change because of what society says is hot or trending again at this moment, because beauty trends, as we know, change every few years or whatever, and what's popular now and what's like popping and makes you cool now could be a completely different thing from what was 10 years ago and what will be 10 years from now. And I just want to make sure that y'all know that I'm not mad at people who do get plastic surgery. I'm not upset at people who feel the need to alter themselves. I'm mad that they do feel that need in the first place. I'm mad that society has made it seem like for profitable reasons, if you don't have this look or if you don't have this, then you're not cool or you're not, you know, enough. Because no, you're fucking beautiful, you're fine, you're great, and you don't need to change yourself. You know you, love you, and then everyone else on the side can say whatever the fuck they want. As long as you stand in your own and you feel good, then that's all that matters. Bro, and speaking of just being confident in yourself, this TikTok filter trend thing, getting me tight. Why are you even doing that to yourself? I'm not even gonna go into much, but new filters keep going up like every other week with the intent of making you feel imperfect or pointing out a flaw that you have that probably no one else in the fucking world was even noticing in the first place or even thinking about. And if they are, then that's their own problem, because only insecure people point out things that they don't like in other people. I said what I said. But then suddenly it's, oh my god, new fear unlocked. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Who cares if your elbows aren't rectangular enough or pointy enough? Nobody was looking at that, bro. I promise you nobody was looking at that. And the fact that now TikTok is trying to be like, oh my god, your eyebrows, they're not centered right. Oh my god, if you have a forehead that has 2 wrinkles, then you're probably ugly and you're destined for failure. And oh no, your left side looks different from your right side. Bro, shut up. Who cares if your face is symmetrical or not? Nobody, I promise you. Nobody, bro. Stop falling into the trap. All I know is that this social media shit can really go left real quick if you don't have your own sense of self. Again, if you don't know how to ground yourself in reality. Because again, nobody's fucking looking at someone. I don't know about you, but when I go outside, I don't look at someone's face and be like, damn, that shit is so asymmetrical. I don't even have the time to do that. I'm just looking at you like, hey, bro, it's not necessary. You don't need to think about that. If you're really sitting here mad that your eyebrow doesn't arch at a 95-degree angle and that arches at 90 instead, Nobody cares. Nobody cares, and you shouldn't either. We have to start thinking for ourselves and stop relying on other people to set the standards for what we want to see in ourselves. Oh my god, is my hair like in my eye? Speaking of, a group of people that we love to seek out guidance from and literally are, again, every next move from is celebrities. Yay! Oh my god. Whether it's what tea brands to be drinking, what diets to go on, what furniture is popular, what to put in your house, what's cool in general, literally any category. And it's weird. Relying on celebrities for what to do next should literally never be your mentality. I can't even imagine. Like, they're living completely different lives. It's not the same. And also, they're getting sponsorships. They're getting paid to advertise this or that. Stop looking to them for guidance. They're not... Okay, never mind, because I have a whole other video talking about celebrity obsessions, and like I want to do that one soon too, so I'm not gonna go too in-depth, but just chill out. Like, when it comes to fashion, you cannot sit here and tell me that these pair of jeans are out of style because, I don't know, fucking Kim K stopped wearing them, so you can't wear them anymore. What does she have to do with me? If I like the pants, I'm gonna wear them, bro. Like, why are you so fixated on what they're doing? They're living their own lives. They're just regular people. Celebrities are not fucking crazy superhumans. They're just people that either put in the work, got lucky, a mix of both, whatever, to be where they are. I'm not trying to hate on celebrities. That's not the, like, bro, they're people. I'm just trying to say we need to look at them like human. That's also a lot of pressure on them. Like, stop relying on them to literally call the shots for the world. I don't think that's what they're there for. Beyonce got famous for singing and dancing. I don't think you need to be looking at her to see what she should be doing in the future next. And again, this is no hate on celebrities. Obviously, I know there are some really good celebrities out there putting in the work to be positive influences or that actually go the extra step to be humanitarians, but I'm just saying it shouldn't be the expectation. Again, it's not their job. That's not what they got famous for. But video coming soon to me. Shut up. Like, y'all will literally sometimes only be happy if you look exactly like another celebrity, if you're their copycat lookalike. And again, just very problematic. I don't even need to explain. You get it. That's weird. Just honestly looking like lost little sheep waiting for their shepherd to come home and tend to them. And that is a great segue to my next point. It's gonna get a little spicy. Disclaimer, no hate. This is just me speaking, okay? Alright, so here's the thing, right? We're gonna get into religion right now. I respect religion as a healing space, as a place for comfort, as something to put your hope into, to put faith into, for the greater good of yourself, for your well-being, for the sake of a grounding experience, for the sake of spiritual purpose, all that shit. I support that 100%. My issue with religion comes into play, though, when it starts to take away the freedom to think for yourself or individuality as a whole. If you can't think or act for yourself, I don't like that. I don't respect that. I think a set of guidelines or a set of morals to base your life upon and how you do things or carry yourself is fine, as long as it's like within your, I don't know, mental means. As long as the conditions are humane and non-extreme and you're comfortable with them, I'm fine with that. And if no other group of people is suffering because of your beliefs, that's all good in my book. But when you can't accept a group of people because of your beliefs, or you have something that you're being told is wrong but you don't even know why, like for example tattoos, but because religion says it's bad and that's an evil thing to do, you just blindly agree and go along with it, that's where I'm like, iffy territory. And to me, it's extremely unfair to basically manipulate people into forcefully upholding racist, homophobic, or whatever bigoted ideals because their ticket to heaven or a good afterlife or whatever is on the line if they don't go along with those ideas and they're choosing to go against an outdated belief. Or you follow certain rituals every day and you don't even know what the purpose is, or they don't serve any real purpose for you personally, but you have to do them. Those things don't even bring you happiness or any type of self-improvement. You're just doing them just to do them because that's what a good blank insert religion person does. You're just kind of doing things, you know what I mean? And again, that's where my issue is, when you don't have control over what you're doing, or you're just doing it because that is the norm, or that's what's expected, whatever that is tied to, whether religion, family, friends, you know, social expectations, all of that. Also, before y'all be like, oh no, you don't understand, blah blah blah, or you got it wrong, I want to say that one, I was born into a very religious family and religion was a big part of my influence in my bringing up. And also, I'm not sitting here trying to hate on religion. I know y'all saw the intro of this, okay? I said there's good things that come with it too. I just don't like the extremes and the taking away people's rights and freedom. Don't start acting up in the comments now. Don't start acting a fool, because the receipts are right there, and everything I say comes from love and from a place of wanting better for overall the well-being of people. I'm not coming here to hate on anyone. Now, honestly, if I'm gonna be real, I used to definitely have, and by used to I mean like last year type shit, I have a lot of built up anger and resentment towards religion, but I've worked a lot of that out. I have friends that are very religious that I can still completely understand and relate to, because again, they are able to think for themselves, they are in charge of themselves, and they don't use religion to hurt other people or just blindly go with the mass. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that to the core religion is evil or some terrible thing because of all the reasons that I listed before, the positive effects that it can have. However, as with most things, human nature is to fuck everything up. No matter how good or pure intentionally it was, the fucked up interpretations of a few people who came as the bearers of the end all be all truth, they've ruined it for many people and have turned it into whatever some extremists or some hateful sections of different religions have become. And the obsessively controlling patterns that I see that reoccur in religion makes me a little uncomfy, I'm not gonna lie. And anytime critical thinking or questioning or thorough analysis is discouraged, I have to raise my red flag because I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on? Because why don't you want me thinking deeper for myself? Why don't you want me to analyze things or pick things apart? You know what I mean? I'm like, what are you hiding? Type beat. Like the fact that it's literally a sin to question the existence of God rubs me the wrong way. Feel free to correct that in the comments if you heard differently, but I don't know. Like I said, I was in church for years, basically all the first 19 until I stopped, and I just heard that many times. That could have just been my church. That could have just been the churches I was going to. That could have just been the people that I was hearing from, but allegedly it is a sin to question his existence, so that again is a little weird to me, but whatever. But I could go on about this for hours, to be honest, so I'm gonna just go ahead and pause myself here. Religion videos are very risque, but if I really wanted one, I could talk about it a little more, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe in the future, who knows? I don't know. But moving on, similar vibes, I want to also talk about politics. I don't have the most to say about this. I consider myself kind of more apolitical or just more neutral because I just feel like everything in politics is honestly just so morphed and just fake. Nothing about it gives me authentic vibes. I'm so sorry. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh my god, the bell ringing! Ooh, sorry, that was very weird and confused me. I don't know who the fuck that was, but I mean, I looked outside and someone was like putting something in the mailbox. I'm assuming something for my mom or something, but any fucking ways, I'm thrown off. But yes, politics just feels so perfected to be like, it's literally just a game of show the people what they want to see, and I feel like we all know this, but we still all kind of just be like, oh well, you know, I trust in this politician. The amount of times we've been duped and played in these past few years, we've seen quite the fair share of examples of that. So I'm just like, I can't continuously put my energy into something that again just seems so just go with the flow. Not even go with the flow, but just go with everyone else is thinking. I don't know any politicians where I'm like, I truly believe what you're saying, I can get behind you 100%. I feel your spirits. Or even if there are those politicians, those people usually aren't the one that I push up to the top, but we'll get into that. And honestly, yes, I see how this view could seem problematic to many people and how a lot of y'all could be like, what do you mean? It's your duty to be involved in politics and know what's going on. And I do. I listen, I stay tuned, I know what's happening. And obviously I do understand that some things literally directly affect me, especially existing in so many different marginalized groups, but I'm just not super invested to the point where I'm like, oh, I need to keep up with politics, blah, blah, because it just does more harm to me than good at this point. And I'm like, people are going to do what they're going to do anyways. I also want to add in that if there's anything I've really thought about in these past couple years with how everything's been going on politically and stuff like that, I think that it is completely the right of POC or people that exist within marginalized groups to decide for themselves how much they're able to take in, because we shouldn't have to be subjecting ourselves to all the hatred and stuff that's going on in the world consistently. So I think it's okay to limit your amount of intake of political information. People could be like, oh, you're just not mature enough to understand, or they might say I'm unopinionated because I don't have enough wisdom under my belt, or in the real world you're gonna have to make choices, blah blah blah, and be decisive. But here's my thing, I'm gonna reject that, because when people say you have to make a decision, it's usually they want you to make a decision out of the popular choices. For example, a Democratic candidate, Democrat, a blue candidate or a Republican. And sometimes I think that not having an opinion just truly accentuates the fact that this is not such a black and white issue. Genuinely, not every problem that we're going to face in society is black and white, or not even society, on a small scale, whatever. And I just feel like if people could understand that more, then it would show that indecision is a decision. You know what I mean? Like, back to the first point, maybe in a election, both the Republican and the Democratic options are both honestly bad. I am willing to bet the last penny to my name that the independent party or the third party person isn't going to win because it's expected that they're not going to win, that it's not popular, or it's not a favorable option, or it's unlikely. Even if majority of people are thinking that that is the best option, they're still going to be overlooked and still decide to go with the norm because it's so ingrained in us that we only think this way, or black and white, blah blah blah. And again, I don't like that. I don't like the idea that we have to all collectively come together to come to a bad decision. If we're gonna all think together and think group mind, or what's, oh my god, what the fuck, psychology, group thinking or whatever. If we're all gonna decide to all have one formed opinion, then why can't we make a good one? You know what I mean? Like, what does that even mean, that this person isn't the likely option? If we're all sitting here like, yo, these two are bad, but this one, you know, it's good, but it's just not gonna happen, why don't we all put our energy into this one? Why are we still looking at, okay, well, we have to choose between these two? I don't understand that. Like, for the sake of tradition, I personally, I don't fuck with tradition. I don't know if I could tell by my demeanor in this video in general, but I don't like the idea of just going with everyone for the sake of just going. Again, it's fine to all come together and think similarly, but you know, to do good shit, like good change that has happened in the world, stuff like that. For all deciding racism is bad or slavery is bad, obviously, yes, let's all come together and end it. But again, in situations like this where it's like we could make a better decision, but we're all scared to, then I don't like that. Let's just switch it up, switch up tradition and change it if it's for the better. Literally 1850 to 1853, the last president that was elected who was a third party option. That was a while ago. I don't know, I can't do math, but that was some time ago. His name was Millard Fillmore, and he was a Whig. Don't ask me what the fuck a Whig is, because bro, when I tell you I took AP US history sophomore year and I still don't know what the fuck the Whig party is, bro. Oh my god, I just remember looking at all my tests at the end of the year like, who the fuck are the Whigs? But anyways, that's irrelevant. I didn't pass the test, obviously, but neither did someone else that I know who should have been able to pass that test going into presidency. But hey, no names, no subs. But yeah, like, it's for those reasons that you just won't catch me being a politics stan, because I can't, like, for what? The people that I'd probably like or actually be like, I kind of get a good vibe from you, it would still be, no, probably not gonna happen. And it's very funny because, never mind, I'm not gonna get into politics, never mind. I was just gonna say, no, yeah, it's fine. Again, I'm not into politics like that, but, and again, this is me just stating out facts. I took a, what's it called? I go, what the fuck is the word? When you like, oh my god, it's the word. Was it abolition? Thank you. I took an abolition class last semester, and my professor, I fucking loved him, honestly. He was so great. That class was really good. There was another election that was very similar sometime in the 1800s, I don't know, but it was 3 people. One of them was pro-slavery, one of them wasn't, and then there was another one who was kind of neutral, but he was like one of the main 2. The person who was completely anti it didn't win because they're like, well, obviously no one's gonna vote for him. And I'm just like, damn, we've been thinking like this for years. It's time to move on. We gotta get better, just to go for the best. I don't know, I think I might cut this whole section out. Never mind. So yeah, it's like politics just ain't for me. It's just such a collective thinking area that I just don't click with. Like I said, yes, it's good to all be on the same page sometimes, but not when the circumstances are like this. Very similar to cancel culture, but I'm not gonna get into that. Again, it's like, I like when we can all come together and think about things and come to an agreement to fix something, fix a problem, but I don't like when we're coming together just to do something problematic, to follow a trend, to do something stupid, or to vote in someone who doesn't care about people. I don't know, I just think a lot of things, in conclusion, I think the whole world just needs a refinement, or just a, I don't know, some type of checkup. Just, we gotta start over. Just fucking tear this shit down and start over. I don't know. But anyways, let me not get into that because I'm not qualified enough. So moving on. It just be seeming like we can only come together to make poor decisions. And I know it's not entirely true, because obviously the good examples that I gave you when we all come together, but just to get my point across. But to get into the end of things, honestly, maybe trends will never go away, and I'm not saying that they have to. They can be fun. They're a part of human existence that's been here since like the beginning, and they'll probably stay to the end. All I'm saying is that people have to be smarter about self-regulation and awareness and all the other self stuff out there, because this world is crazy. And again, when you don't have that strong sense of self and you don't know how to hold yourself on your own 2 feet, you can lose your identity, and that's how you start going through all these crazes and shit like that, and it gets messy. It can get scary. That's how you get your whole identity snatched out here, boy. We ain't trying to do all that. We're not trying to do that tonight. We're trying to keep our souls intact and keep ourselves intact with ourselves. Yeah, Rachel, you ate that. Anyways, that's how you end up with no soul or just no purpose, nothing, just kind of going through the world, through the motions, just moving like an NPC, no bullshit. And that's just a very scary reality that I don't ever want to have to deal with or face. I know I probably sound straight out of the fucking Matrix right now on some red pill blue shit type shit, but honestly, I really feel like you have to at some point just choose to wake up and just choose to decide to be your own person, really, and to see the world for what it is, and to realize that you as a person are capable of being so much more independent than you think you are. And this is honestly coming from a former NPC. I deadass when I tell you I used to just be just walking, just going through the motions, just kind of doing things. It's always hard for me when I think about it, because I'm like, was I just acting that whole time? Was I never myself? There was always this inner sense of self in me that wanted to shine and break through and wanted to just be who I was, and you know what I mean, accept myself for who I am. But there was always outside influence, whether that was family or again church or people, friends, the things that I thought I was supposed to be living up to based off of media, whatever. I was just kind of just going around doing what I thought people expected of me, what people wanted from me, and you know, like just all that stuff for the sake of blending in and not going against the norm and not wanting to take risks, just trying to live the conventional lifestyle. What it took for me to get out of that was honestly a crazy ass breakdown. It was freshman year of college, and I fucking like, I don't know, I just remember this one week everything was just going bad, shit was hitting the fans, and not even like in a loud explosive way, but just things were just going wrong, and I was just silent, just going through it all, just kind of just like, it was a really bad week. And I remember I had this breakdown, I just started crying, and I was just like, oh my god, like shit's bad. And then this was actually when I got into spirituality. I watched this reading because my old friend was starting to get me into what's it called, like spirituality and stuff like that, and I watched this reading and it was like, yeah, like I feel like, you know, you just like had a really major breakdown and like you just probably cried, and this was literally me, like tears still rolling down my face type shit, and it was like, but things are about to get better and you're gonna figure it out. And it was such a weird 180 switch, I tell you. I just woke up the next day just feeling fucking ready, and I was like, I'm done. I'm done giving a fuck. I just want to just figure out who I am and just want to start figuring out myself and just being on my own journey. And that's kind of where it started for me. And I'm not trying to be like, I fucking hate when people ask about self-help, not because I don't want to help you, because I want to help you, but I can't. I don't know how to tell you to just want better. Like, that's such shitty advice. Just want better for yourself. Yeah, just be happy. Like, you know, that's all bullshit, but in a way it's not all bullshit. It's so fucking weird. I also live my life on very much the fence. I am the definition of on the fence because I always see from different perspectives, and like I'm thankful for the growth that I've had because old me gives a lot of insight to how new me talks to people who are in the position that old me was in. Why the fuck did I make that complicated? I think you got what I meant. My past experiences and who I used to be is very similar to a lot of people that I talk to that I'm like, damn, I wish I could help you, but I don't even know what the fuck helped me. It was just like a just deep desire to just be better and just find myself. So I don't know, but not to get all up in that. Sorry, I just went on a tangent. I didn't even mean to go that in depth into the story, but that was that. It was hard. The thing is though, after that breakdown, I was miserable, okay? Yeah, I bet you thought I was gonna be like, oh, I was so happy and I found my sense of self. No, after that day, yes, I woke up happy and ready to take on the world, but no, after that show, I was like, now that I realize that I'm basically in this matrix and I'm trying to break out and I'm trying to be free and be my own person, this shit is hard. I didn't have anyone who really understood what I was going through at that time around me, and I was just like, no, I'm trying to change my life. I don't want this anymore. I want to be different. But no one was like genuinely just like outright like, you sound stupid, but it was kind of, yeah, no, I get you, def. Wish you the best, sweets. You know what I mean? But no, I was like, what the fuck am I? I was like, who am I? What do I want? What do I like? Again, who was I in the past? Was that not me? Am I fake? Is my whole personality based off of other people? Am I not even who I thought I was? All that stuff. This is the year the pandemic was about to start. Well, actually, that happened in fall of 2019 when I started my college year, whatever the fuck. So from 2020 to here we are in 2022, the amount of growth and change and hardships that I've been through to fucking come to the conclusions and places that I am right now, it's honestly crazy. And I say it all the time, but people who knew me in high school don't know me anymore. A lot of people don't know me anymore because I didn't know me. If I didn't know me, how could you have known me? You know what I mean? And now that I have more of a secure foundation of who I am and stuff like that, I can proceed as so and carry myself in that way, in that light. So yeah. To wrap it up, sorry, I'm talking a lot. Yeah, that shit was hard and it took a lot. So again, I said this in another video, but I understand why people don't want to do the self-work because it's so fucking much and it's so intense and it's lonely and it's isolating and it's hard. But when you finally make it through it and you get out of that dark place, and it's a ever-going process. I'm not saying I'm completely enlightened and I'm a whole new being now, but I mean, I am evolved to a certain extent, but there's still so much room for growth and all that stuff. But I'm in a much better place and a much more stable place in myself. And when you make it out, it just feels so rewarding and refreshing, and it's just like, damn, like, again, I can hold myself on my own 2 feet and I don't need to rely on all these external factors for validation and for the feeling of self-worth that I want in myself. You know what I mean? Like, I get that from myself now. That's coming from a very, like, I say this from a humble place. I don't mean to belittle people who aren't here yet or who are still in that during process or who haven't even got there yet, or like, what the fuck is she talking about? She's just talking out her ass, like, spiritual woke lady, crystal freak, but no, genuinely, even if it's not spirituality, even if that's your path, if that's religion, or if that's just something else, or a hobby or a passion or work, whatever it takes for you to divulge yourself into and really get into, to ground yourself, is what you need to be doing and what you need to find to connect to, so that you can be a more whole or whatever, more fulfilled, self-fulfilling person. Do you know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean, but I always have to ask. I don't know, it's a habit. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm thirsty. Hold up, because shit, I've been talking, my mouth dry. I'm about to my god. Whoa. 4K, ladies and gentlemen. Hell, sorry. Okay. Also, I'm bringing these out just because I really wanted to showcase my glasses today, and I feel like they look cute with the outfit, but the fucking ring light, I don't know if it's giving like the shape. I have to be in a very specific position for them not to show, but just wanted you guys to see the cute nerdy, I'm just kidding, I'm so sorry. Anyways, back to the video. Okay, I had to switch off the 4K for a sec because I didn't realize I was talking for an hour already and my storage is starting to act up, so it cut off perfect timing. But anyways, yes, so I'm not a perfect human, you know. I still be lying about career goals and shit like that. When people ask me, when other people ask me, I'm still a little embarrassed. I'm fucking human, you know. But for the most part, generally speaking, I just don't give a fuck. I just don't care what people are saying. I don't really care about what people's opinions on my life are, what I do, how I choose to live my life, because I'm like, I'm living my life, you're not living it for me. I'm the one who has to sleep every night knowing that I made my decisions, and if they're not decisions that feel wholesome and feel representative of what I am and my truth, then what's the point of living? Not to be all fucking morbid and shit, but genuinely that's just how I feel. I'm just like, what's the point of being here if I'm not able to be my most authentic self? It's just not helpful for me or anyone else. I know me best, my friends don't know me best, my parents don't know me best, my family, whoever, mentors, whatever, they don't know you as much as you know you, and that's why ultimately only you can make the decisions for yourself that you know are going to be the best for you. Start thinking for yourself and stop trying to be a part of everyone. Everyone is not going to be sleeping again with the thoughts that you have at night. You're the one who's going to sleep with those, and at some point it's really just like fuck what everyone is saying, because you know you and you should be doing you. Who cares if everyone around you is getting a degree? Who cares if everyone's graduating before you because you took a year off to figure yourself out? Who gives a shit? Vice versa, who cares if everyone around you is quitting their 9 to 5 to go be entrepreneurs or do whatever they want to do? If you feel your most enjoyment and like happiness sitting at your desk every day with your cup of coffee and doing your thing, then keep doing you. You're not boring. Just do your thing. Do what makes you happy, because ultimately speaking, like I said, people who have the time to just be investing their every waking moment in everyone else's business, just being like, oh, why are they doing that, or oh, they should be doing that, that's someone who's either not fulfilled in their own life and is projecting their disappointments onto you, or someone who just literally has no time to do anything better, anything productive. They just have too much time to waste. It's not about you most of the time, it's about them and their own feelings about how they feel about themselves. People will really tell you how they feel about themselves by the way they talk to you. Big lesson I've learned this year. So you really gotta learn to take shit like not personally and just detach and just be like, all right, bro, I heard you, sorry you're going through that and you feel that way about yourself, but I'm gonna continue to progress the way I'm progressing. 9 times out of 10 you are not the problem, and that's not your business. Oh, not the cracking, oh my god. Whatever their issues are not your responsibility to take care of. So honestly, in conclusion, love yourself, be a bad bitch, and do your thing. Question things, don't just follow along with what everyone else is doing. Pause and think, is that your voice telling you you want this or you want to do this, or is that the voice of all the influence around you, the internet, the influencers that you invest your time into? Again, super ironically, I'm asking you to be influenced by me right now and listen to this advice, and I'm asking y'all to follow me and not following people. But I hope y'all get what I'm saying. I think you get it. I think y'all are smart, y'all are lovely. I'm very confident that y'all understand me. You know what I mean? Okay. We good? All right, good. The question is, are you willing and ready to accept the truth? Will you take the blue pill or will you take the red? No, I'm just kidding. But yes, wow, if y'all made it to the end, I know this was a long one, I'm so sorry again, but I appreciate you staying here. I hope y'all gained something from it. I hope something resonated in here and that you felt the authenticity and what I'm really trying to convey in this, because again, this is not just me talking. I don't do this shit for clout. I do this because I just genuinely want to help people around me, and I just want to be able to spread a message of self-love and acceptance and all that shit. Where my rose quartz at? No, I'm playing. But anyways, I mean, again, if you made it to the end, you probably like this video. Oh wait, my god, it's right here. It definitely cracked a couple times. Can you see that? I need to put this on a fucking necklace, but like I don't have string for it or whatever, but I'll figure that out. I'm sorry, I'm looking to the mirror again. But anywho, yeah, if you like this, share it with the people you know, share with your friends, share with your family, share with some people that you feel like might be walking a little bit adrift or might just be marching to the beat of everyone's drum. No, I'm just kidding, sorry. I'm so sorry. If you were like, damn, I feel attacked, I might be talking to you. But like, hey, that's fine. We can all be attacked every now and then. You know, it's just about what are you gonna do? Are you gonna accept it? Or are you gonna move on? Are you gonna do better? Or are you gonna be like, fuck it. I don't care. It's not really my responsibility. I mean, I do care. I want everyone to be happy and well. But I can't control you. Do your thing. Do what you will with this video. Like I said, if you liked it, then you should probably like actually like it, like physically. I'm pretty sure subscribe's over here. So go ahead and press that button, because I think you like this video. I think you want to subscribe, personally speaking. I can't read your mind, but my empathic vibes are telling me that you want to subscribe, so go ahead and do that for me. And I think that's really it at this point, so I've been talking enough and I'm fucking hungry. Like, god damn. Oh my god, eat. Anyways, bye. Love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Yeah. Alright. Just kidding. Oh my god, look at me. It's me. Bye.